Doc Rich back at it again, and we not getting surgical today, man, but sheesh, M has been the topic of discussion once again. But remember, he ain't the GOAT. Crazy, man. Crazy. Somebody who's not even top 10 is being talked about this much. Tell me, when is the last time somebody who wasn't even supposedly relevant, because we could do without his music, when is the last time somebody who was totally irrelevant been talked about this much? Yeah, I know. We got Krook giving us his opinion on this entire situation. So let's jump straight into it, man. If y'all want to DM me anything else, links will be typed up in the description box below. Let's go.
Rap connoisseurs, what's good?
I saw one of y'all said, oh, wait. Nah, that's not me. I saw in the comment section, one of y'all said that it looked like me in the background, but I don't think that's me. That's not me.
Hope y'all hit that subscribe button.
If that's what you talk.
Yeah, so look, man.
Is it?
Well, first and foremost.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Do y'all think that's me right here? In the background?
Connoisseurs, what's good?
Nah, that first one for sure ain't me. But that one.
Hope y'all hit that
I don't think that's me though.
subscribe button. Yeah, so look, man.
Anyway, let's get to it.
Well, first and foremost, I like to say justice for Breonna Taylor. And for all victims out there, you know, it's a lot going on in the world. Some things are more important than others. You feel me? So I'm going to just set it off like that. But, as a matter of fact, not even a but. Let's talk some rap. You know what I mean? Let's talk some rap, what we do.
Let's get to that boom bap.
I've been noticing something over the past couple years. It's been creeping up. You know what I mean? It ain't just like super in the face to me. And I'll explain to you why I don't believe it's just plain as day right now. You know what I mean? But it's been stirring up. You know what I mean? People have been, okay, like a couple years ago, a wave started. A wave that I never really saw before, you know what I mean, inside of the culture. Now, outside of the culture, I've seen people not like this particular artist because of his content, because of, you know, controversial things he was saying in his music, you know what I mean? So I know outside of the culture, a lot of people had a problem with this particular artist.
By the way, that's definitely not me in the background.
But inside the culture, a lot of people respected this artist because the skill level was immaculate. The writing was masterful. And that artist that I'm talking about, of course, is the homie Eminem. A couple years ago, I started noticing little, you know, people making little comments that was kind of weird when it came to talking about Marshall. You know what I'm saying? It started to seem as if somebody had an agenda to try to push him out the culture. And I noticed this like in 2018, you know what I mean? 2019, you feel me? But it was just like a small movement. And then it started growing, you know what I mean? It started growing, and to me, it's just odd.
When motherfuckers start saying, the house of hip hop, you don't belong in it. And it's like, yo, like, silly rabbit, you know, never mind, man. That statement is just ignorant as hell. Let's just.
As a guardian of hip hop, I talk about everything. You know what I mean? First of all, let's get that straight. When it comes to rap music, I talk about everything under the whole spectrum of rap. You know what I'm saying? Like many artists, we discuss it. The connoisseurs, y'all know. We discuss all types of projects, all types of rappers, all types, you know what I mean? But when I start talking about Marshall, you know, people get bothered by that. You know what I mean? but I'm not here to care about how people feel about, you know what I'm saying, something that I want to express. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Now, back to this issue that I've been checking out. Let's speed it up to now. A couple days ago, I saw a tweet, right? And I usually don't talk about tweets because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know, it is what it is, whatever. But I started seeing people that I was following retweeting this particular tweet. You know what I'm saying? And people that are verified with big platforms spreading this tweet around. Now the tweet, and this ain't verbatim, had something to do with a question asking if we erased or got rid of Marshall Mathers, Eminem's entire discography right now, would hip hop be affected? If you just totally deleted his existence from hip hop, would hip hop skip a beat? Would it be affected? What would happen? Now, of course, his fans were like, hell yeah, it would be affected. You feel me? And some people were saying no. You know, a lot of people said no. And that's what kind of made me sit down and do this video right here. You know what I mean? Because I was surprised that the certain people who were saying hip hop would not be affected. Bro, you know what I mean? Now, these people aren't experts. Like I said, they just verified accounts with big platforms, but that's where it starts. You know what I'm saying? That's where you start normalizing shit. You know what I mean? People with big platforms start saying certain shit.
All right, we gonna stop it and we gonna bust that down. And I think I said this the other day in another video, but if you're going to, because one of the arguments that I always come up against when I'm arguing for M being the greatest of all time, the first thing that I obviously bring up is the obvious one, the numbers, right? The album sales, numbers. I always bring it up first because, I mean, it's just, everybody knows it, but it's immediately shot down almost every single time. Oh, nah, man, no. Either they say, oh, man, numbers ain't everything, which is true. Numbers aren't everything. I think we can all agree upon that. Numbers don't always tell the true story. We can all agree on that. Cool. Bet. But then people like, oh, man, he got a bunch of white people buying his shit, blah, blah, blah. Them shits don't count, bro. It's a bunch of white people buying that shit. Okay. So, if you're going to discredit him or discredit his numbers by saying a bunch of white people buy his shit, then you also have to acknowledge the fact that those same white people that you choose to discredit have come into the world of hip hop, right? They've discovered artists like Royce, like Crooked, like Bizarre, like, you know, all these fellas. Great fellas, mind you. No disrespect whatsoever. But I guarantee you, Krook himself got a lot of people who were originally M fans who are like, oh shit, this nigga's actually cold as hell. And he is. Major salute to the brother. And he's giving him his credit right now. You know what I mean? So, if you're going to discredit him for the numbers, you also have to credit him by saying that if he were to be erased, there would be a huge dent in hip hop. There would be a dent. He's the number one person in fucking sales. What do you mean there wouldn't be a dent? It wouldn't have any effect. What? Are you dumb? So if we just deleted MJ, just out of people's memory from basketball, you don't think that would affect the game? It's the number, huh? Bro, sometimes people just stop and think sometimes before you say some things. Just stop and think. It's the number one nigga in sales. Oh no, it wouldn't make a difference at all. Talk
and
to
it
me,
becomes
Krook,
something
please.
normal to say. You know what I mean? People who aren't really qualified to answer that question. Now we get online and we answer a bunch of shit we not qualified to answer. You know what I mean? I'll engage in a conversation if somebody hit me and ask me my opinion, and I might not be an expert on the topic, but I still might just give my opinion. You feel me? So that ain't nothing. We all do it. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But I was really surprised. I was surprised that so many people said that we could do away with Eminem's whole catalog and the game, and it wouldn't affect the hip hop game whatsoever. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. So my whole thing is we starting to get into crazy town a little bit. You know what I mean? We starting to go into some goofy shit. Real talk. You feel me? Like, and I'm only saying this type of shit because I'm a guardian of hip hop. You know what I mean? Y'all who follow me and know me, you know I'm going to speak on the health of hip hop. I'm going to speak on, you know, being there to support people's sobriety. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about going in the booth with me. If we going to be guardians of hip hop, it's about giving flowers. You know what I mean? I just send out appreciation tweets for different rappers that motivated me, inspired me, or just touched the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem, you know, giving the next man his credit, his due, his props. You feel me? Guardian shit. You feel me? And me being on my guardian shit and seeing that people are attacking Marshall's legacy, I gotta say something. You know what I mean? You're gonna miss out on a lot of shit. Now we could go down a hypothetical rabbit hole real quick and say,
y'all see what he did there? Y'all see what he did? Hypothetical rabbit. What was M's name before? B Rabbit. Come on, man. Come on. Krook got bars when he talking. Got the bars when he talking.
See, I gotta say something. You know what I mean? You're gonna miss out on a lot of shit. Now we could go down a hypothetical rabbit hole real quick and say, okay, where does that put 50 Cent? If there's no Eminem, you feel me? We could say, you know, Dr. Dre, who of course was already Dr. Dre. Let's not get it twisted. He was already one of the greatest rap producers of all times before he even met Marshall or was doing anything with Marshall. And M knows that. The whole world knows that. But it was beneficial for him to sign Eminem, a phenomenal writer, and to stamp Eminem. It was beneficial for the good doctor too. You feel me? Because
it's a two-way street, baby. It's a two-way street. Yeah, the doc was established. Of course. We ain't taking no credit from Dre. But Dre benefited from M too. You can't just be, oh no, Dre made M. Dre made M. M helped to make Dre too. And that's no disrespect to Dre. Like I said, Dre was established. Come on, man. It's a two-way street, baby. It's like the whole Bill Belichick and Tom Brady thing. Oh, Bill Belichick made Tom Brady. Oh, Tom Brady made Bill Belichick. They benefited off of each other. Come on, man. Tom Brady had the talent. Bill Belichick had a nice little resume. They benefited off of each other. It's a two-way street.
you don't want to go and just sign somebody who's not going to have an impact and not going to eventually be a legend in the game. You feel me? So it was beneficial for Doc to do that. And we don't know what that chapter of Dr. Dre's life or career, I should say, looks like if he doesn't, you know what I mean, put out Marshall Mathers. We don't know. You know what I mean? Yes, he's successful as fuck up until that point. Let's not get it twisted. But that relationship with M, that collaboration is a big chapter in the life and career of Dr. Dre, period. You know what I'm saying? So You take Eminem away, we don't know what that chapter looks like. We don't know what the 50 Cent situation looks like. We don't know what, he expanded rap music. He wasn't the first global artist by no means. I see a lot of stands saying that, and that's incorrect. You know what I mean? He was not the first global rap artist. There's plenty of rap artists who penetrated other countries outside of the US. You know what I mean? Before and after him. But he did help expand the reach of rap music.
Bang. Shit like that. You know what I mean? He might not have been the first. But let me tell you something. He the biggest. Maybe if Pac was alive, that wouldn't be the case. We don't know. But the fact is, we don't know. We know about M. M took hip hop and took it to a. He helped to usher in listeners and viewers that otherwise may have never given hip hop a listen. That's just a fact. I'm sure some of y'all watching this right now are some of those very people who, had it not been for M introducing you to rap, who knows, you may not have ever even really listened to it. You know what I mean? So, like,
he just did. He brought more fans to the table. And you got to give him his respect for bringing those fans to the table. He brought more fans to the table. More people got interested in hip hop because of Eminem, his fan base. A lot of them never even listened to rap music before they discovered Eminem's music. And that's what got them open to going listening and checking out other artists. Facts. All right?
Facts.
So we got that. So we don't know where he's at. If he's nowhere to be found in hip hop, we don't know where that leaves 50 Cent. We don't know where that leaves the fans, the millions of fans that were exposed to rap through him. We don't know what that other chapter of Dr. Dre's career looks like. What about all the rappers he influenced who have said, publicly that some of his albums changed their lives? You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick, like Tyler, the Creator. You feel me? Like, where do they draw that inspiration from? Now, true indeed, they can go draw it from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That they can find.
I think J. Cole said he took a lot of inspiration from M too. If I remember right, J. Cole. Let me know in the comment section though. I could be wrong.
Find it, but they found it in him. You know what I mean? So it would be a ripple effect. It would be a domino effect if you took him out of the equation. If you took Stan out of the equation. If you took Lose Yourself out of the equation. If you took My Name Is. A lot of people in the hood wasn't bumping 9 Inch Nails. They didn't know what he was talking about, but it made some kids in the hood go research and look and see who are these people that he's name dropping. Feel me? Expanding they knowledge of music. So my whole thing is, and what I want to say from my perspective, my personal perspective, right? When mumble rappers was getting all the record deals, all the advances, the marketing budgets, everything that every rapper aspires to get at some point in their career, even though it's a lot of independent rappers who don't want deals, true indeed, but when the labels was giving their bag to mumble rappers, Eminem was signing real spitters. You want to take that off the table? Do you want to take that off the table? And from a writer's perspective, see, I could sit here and talk this shit because I've been in the game for 20 plus years, busting them syllables down. So I could sit here and talk this writer shit all day. From a writer's perspective, my perspective. If you delete Eminem's entire discography, you are erasing a master class on lyricism and how to write. You're erasing it. The next generation of writers, hip-hop writers, all right, lyricists, not somebody just looking for a cool melody that they could sell a catchy fucking rap with. I'm saying the lyricists. If we gonna get down to the bones of this situation, the lyricists, you erase Eminem's catalog and you are getting rid of decades of a master class in lyricism. Gone.
100.
Those records 100. Are there for the next generation to study, to build upon. Where would I be lyrically if there was no Rakim? If there was no Cool G Rap? If there was no DOC? If there was no Big Daddy Kane? If there was no Ice Cube? Where would I be lyrically if there was no E40 and Spice One and Tupac? Where would I be? I don't even know where I would be. I'm going to make sure that I put my best foot forward at all times. But I can't sit here and tell you where I would be if you took these guys out of the game. You took G-Rap out the game? I don't know where I would be syllable-wise. First of all, I don't know where rap would be syllable-wise if you took Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, and G-Rap out the game. And you said they whole discography don't exist no more. I don't know where rap would be. So the person that helped take that is torn from the G-Rap cloth. You know what I'm saying? The syllable cloth, that's G-Rap, Big Daddy Kane. All right? That's Rakim. That's Kool Moe. That's Cass. You feel me? M is cut from that cloth. I'm cut from that cloth. Royce is cut from that cloth. Joel is cut from that cloth. You see what I'm saying? So M helped expand that. He helped evolve that flow, that style. He helped evolve that style of writing. Period.
Period. Like he was about to say. Period. Come on, man. Put some respect on his name, bro. If M was black, we wouldn't even be having this goddamn discussion. We wouldn't. Flat out. We all know it. I know some people going to say, well, you don't know. Well, of course I don't know for a fact, but I can damn sure assume. You know what I mean? I ain't the greatest at math, but I know 2 and 2 plus 2 equal 4. If M was black, this wouldn't even be a discussion. Not a discussion at all. M is the greatest MC of all time. Guarantee that's exactly what would be being said right now if he was black. Come on, man. Stop it with this race BS, man. Get a man his credit. You heard it. He cut from the same cloth as some of them greats. You can't hear it in the bars.
Point blank. So if you take that off the table, the next generation has been done a huge disservice.
Yep.
The next generation of writers and listeners, they will be just a huge disservice done to them, straight up and down. You feel me? So yeah, we need Marshall Mathers' whole catalog in hip hop. If you took it out, we would miss it. Trust me on that. And let's stop. Let's stop all the foolishness. He's part of the culture. And I don't see none of y'all rocking 50,000 people wearing a Lakim Shabazz t-shirt. I don't see y'all doing it. I don't see y'all exposing y'all fans to all the old school greats. I don't see it. Yo, guardian of hip hop shit. Rap connoisseurs. Y'all know me. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all every single time. We not going for that. We not going for that. I'm going to push back every time. Yeah. Y'all think it's going to just be easy?
That way.
Take people out the culture? His legacy ain't going nowhere. He earned that. You feel me? New Horseshoe Gang coming pretty soon. You feel me?
Hold on.
I'm about to have these available. But don't tell nobody. These about to get back and become available again. You know what I'm saying? The cult classic. COB bandana. Yeah, rap connoisseurs, I'm out. Y'all be good. Peace.
Stop with all the foolishness. Stop with the fuckery. M has earned his position. Whether you like it or not. Give that man his fucking credit. You know what I mean? I've said before, I was never a Lakers fan or a big Kobe fan, but one thing that I could not get past was like I had to respect the man. You know? I had to give him his credit. Cause I saw the work. I saw the dedication. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to the great Kobe the Bean. But that's just keeping it a buck. I'm a LeBron guy if you want me to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to be honest. So I was never a big follower of Kobe. But I respected him. I gave him his credit. See, a lot of people... I know the reason why. I was going to say we don't know the reason why a lot of people don't want to give him his credit, but we know. And I mentioned it. He's white. They can't believe a white guy is just as good, if not better, than some of these black guys. And it's like, oh, hold on now. Wait a motherfucking minute. You don't even belong here. His legacy is stamped, sealed, delivered, is etched in stone. It can't be erased. It can't be erased. It's etched in stone. You know? And I'm just tired of seeing motherfuckers just discrediting this man's shit. Like, if you gonna try to discredit him, sit down and listen to his catalog of music, please. Because I've admitted, before we got on this journey, going through his entire catalog of music, which we gonna make it through his entire catalog of music. We gonna get there. However many tracks it is. I don't give a fuck. We gonna get there. But before I started this journey, the only M tracks I really heard were some of the main ones. You know? Some of the biggest ones that like you almost couldn't avoid. And now that I've gotten into his catalog of music, I've realized and truly understood, like, oh shit, this nigga's the greatest. And maybe a lot of people are stuck in that same position that I was once in. And they just haven't listened to his catalog of music, and they just have this set mindset of who he actually is, and they haven't gotten into the bars yet. Maybe that's the case. And they all just need to sit down and do exactly what we've been doing on a daily basis and get to the bars. Listen to the music. Let him give you a few fucking headaches and you'll understand, like, oh shit, like, white boy can't be fucked with. what the game saying in that interview? He said, don't fuck with the white boy. He shreds niggas. That's a fact. You know, like I don't remember the exact point where like it hit me, but there came a point in time where, like I said, where you know we're going through his catalog of music, and I'm like, yo, this nigga right here is the greatest of all time, man. And I remember as I went through the progression. I don't know if some of y'all remember, but for a while I was like, Eminem top 10. You know what I mean? He top 10. And I said, nah, he top 5. He top 5. And then y'all remember he called me a bitch in one of those in the track. He was like, if I ain't in your top 3, you a bitch, or something like that. So I was like, yeah, you right, Em. You top 3, brother. You top 3. You know, the deeper I got into his catalog of music, I started to understand that. And maybe that's where people are. They haven't gotten into his catalog of music, and they're where I was at one point. So we just need to expose him to his catalog, man. I don't know. But I feel like at this point, enough people have said it that we should all recognize it at this point. You know what I mean? You can't erase the number one pole positions person out of the game and expect there not to be any ripples. Like nothing. Like just nothing. Eminem's number 1 in sales by far. By far. Right? By far. Number 1 in sales. And you just gonna erase this nigga and there ain't gonna be like nothing that's gonna happen? Nothing? Like that don't even sound right. Like that's like saying 2 + 2 is 7. That shit don't even sound right. Like, how the fuck you do that? shout out to Krook, man, keeping it 100. Keeping it 100. Keeping it a buck. You know? But let me know what y'all thought about this in the comment section below. If y'all enjoyed the video, as always, leave a like before you go. Smack the subscribe button. That's right over there, as you guys already know. And, of course, family, check out the video. That's right over there, too. You might like it. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Doc Rich.